When you're over 40, some things change when you're doing the ketogenic diet. So I'm going to give you some simple tips on just little tweaks that you can make to your diet protocol to get a little bit more out of the keto diet if you are 40 and up. I'm Thomas DeLauer with PuraTHRIVE, and we're going to break down the little simple things that you can do to get the most out of your life. All right, the first thing that I want to talk about is adding a little bit more protein. Okay, now it doesn't matter if you're getting it from a pea protein, a plant protein, if you're getting it from ground beef, from chicken, whatever. As long as it's a good, healthy, organic source, it's all good. The thing is, I want you to get more protein in, simply because the stress on the body as you get a little bit older, even just 40 and up, is significantly more, and you need more protein to actually recover. So studies have even started to show that a lot of times it's the cellular degradation and the overall atrophy that occurs from lack of protein that ends up being a bigger issue than some of these other things. So the reality is, on a ketogenic diet, it lends itself perfectly for you to be able to up your protein intake a little bit. So you might be concerned about kidney stress and everything like that with extra protein. The fact is, you'd have to go really above and beyond and have way too much protein to add a lot of stress to your kidneys. As long as you are super hydrated and you're adding salt to your water and salt to your food and you're getting a good amount of just hydration because of that, you're going to be fine with more protein. And quite frankly, it's going to make a big difference for you overall. So I recommend that you increase a little bit of pea protein intake, or maybe you can increase a little bit of your protein consumption from other sources, eggs, whatever. Just get a little bit more. It is going to make a big difference in your overall recovery. So one of the things you're going to want to do if you're over 40 on a keto diet is get more in the way of collagen. You see, we have a lot of things that attack our cartilage when we're over 40. So if you get some collagen in, it's going to give you the proline, the glycine, and the arginine that you need to actually rebuild those joints. So very, very important there. The next thing that you want to do is you want to be getting a lot more in the way of turmeric. Okay, I'm a big fan of turmeric, obviously, and PuraTHRIVE being a turmeric company, obviously we have a passion there. So whenever you can, add turmeric into the mix. You can do it through turmeric extract, or full spectrum turmeric, or you can do it through curcumin gold. And again, we have to look at how turmeric plays a role when it comes down to like osteoarthritis too, and also rheumatoid arthritis, which is purely an inflammatory autoimmune condition. So definitely want to be adding that into the mix whenever possible. I add curcumin gold or turmeric into my bulletproof coffee in the morning. So my coffee that I have with butter and with ghee and stuff like that, I go ahead and I add that into the mix. So it makes a big difference and it tastes really darn good. The other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you're getting more in the way of broccoli and cauliflower than someone that's a little bit younger. You see, the reason is we're trying to control estrogen levels. And there's something in broccoli known as methane. And if you eat a good amount of broccoli, you get it. Now, methane is going to end up bringing down the 1,6-hydroxyestrogen levels, which are the bad estrogens. We want to bring those down and want to increase 2-hydroxyestrogens. Now, DIM, again, scary sounding name with methane, but it's literally just derived from broccoli and cauliflower and cruciferous vegetables. It's going to help that conversion process so you get the right estrogen. So men or women are going to benefit from this. Women specifically, you want to have a little bit of edamame every day, just a tiny bit, just because the phytoestrogens in it are going to mimic estrogen within your body, and therefore you're going to develop more sensitivity with the receptors so that they actually use the estrogen that's floating around, and you don't have excess unused estrogen. That's the last thing you want. The other thing that you're going to want to do if you're over 40 and you're practicing a ketogenic diet is try doing longer term fasting once a week. Do a 24 to 36 hour fast. You see, once you're over 40, you can get a huge benefit from longer term fasts from a longevity perspective. So you can end up increasing what is called your telomeres. So you end up increasing what's called they're basically like these little end caps on the end of telomeres that protect the telomere. Telomeres shorten as we get older. So as we age, these telomeres get shorter, 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 and then eventually the cell dies, right? So if we can protect the telomere, then we can essentially live longer, quite literally. So longer term fasts at an older age, or even over 30 really, is going to be a very powerful tool for you. It's going to allow those shoelace caps, if you will, to protect the telomere longer. So very, very powerful. Another thing you're going to want to do is make sure you add as much healthy Himalayan salt or Redmond real salt or just good quality salt to your food and water. It sounds counterintuitive, sounds counterproductive because you don't want to increase your blood pressure. But trust me, on a keto diet, you get deficient minerals and you lose a lot of water. So by doing that, it's going to help you out a ton. So very, very, very important there. So that's just the basics of it. Some simple tips if you're over 40 to get the most out of your ketogenic diet. But one thing I do recommend is, no matter what, get your hands on some of our Keto Balance or curcumin gold so that you can actually make the most of your keto diet or just your anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next PuraTHRIVE video.